Hello to all Inderes TV listeners and viewers. We are here today talking about Oriola's Q1 with CEO Katarina Gabrielson. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, traditional question to the start. How did the Q1 go in your view?
In my view, I think we had a solid result. Of course, it's like there has been like some headwind around us and like in a operation environment that's been a little bit uncertain, but a solid result.
Yep. How about the sales development? You posted organically flattish sales, but you said that the markets are growing actually quite well. So why are you growing less than the market?
If I look at the net sales, you can say that we are like on a flat level if I look in the constant currency. But we are affected, of course, like by inflation and also by the dose dispensing business, where we can see that we have lost some customers to some extent, and that's of course affecting us.
Yeah, yeah. And when would you expect kind of that effect to fade and you to reach closer to the market growth rates?
If you look in Swedish in the pharmaceutical business, we have won some contracts now during the first quarter of the year and also in the end of last year. There's long contract lead times, both in dose dispensing but also in the distribution side. So it will take some time, but in the second half of this year, I will say that we will start to see them affecting us again in the positive side.
Yeah. And then you obviously are facing also some headwinds from the weaker Swedish krona, still like last year already. So can you just remind how's that impacting your numbers? Is it mostly a translation impact on the sales, or is there some impact in the earnings and margins?
It's mostly a translation impact, absolutely. But we can also see that some parts of the distribution side, like in parallel import, it's affecting because that's also bought in euros and then translated to Swedish krona.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we get lower volumes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then regarding the associate company reporting, you made a change now in the Q1. Can you explain what was happening there and why did you do the change?
Yes, this is right. Starting from Q1, we are reporting the Oriola's share of the net results of Swedish pharmacy holding under the EBIT line. And before we did it above the EBIT line. And the main reason for that is that we will make it more clear for all of you about what are we affecting and what is done in the joint venture and the Swedish pharmacy holding books.
Yeah, I think that's good and helpful.
Thank you.
Then you also had quite a lot of changes in your company's board now in the AGM in the spring. Can you share anything about what the new board is kind of hoping to do with them, together with the management, obviously, with the company?
I would say that we have started well, in my opinion at least. Of course, the board might have another opinion, but I don't feel so. I think we started on well. We have had a lot of good discussions and a lot of findings together. We have, like I said before here, strategic targets and strategic goals, and we are working with the same parts that we have worked with before. And I'm really enthusiastic to see like how we go forward with this. And if I look for the strategic direction, of course, it's the distribution and assortment business. It's also to continue with expert services and also now then go and seek for more merger and acquisitions possibilities and so on. Yeah.
Is there any timeline that we could expect to hear some more regarding your strategy or anything like that?
That was in fact a question that we didn't got before, so that's good that you put it up. We will work on it, and since we have the strategic direction already there, that's also what the board thinks that's something we should deliver, and then we will continue to do strategic scenario planning, and in due course we will come back to that, but...
Let's wait for that.
Yes.
Yeah. And then regarding the outlook, you already mentioned you did reiterate the guidance of flat EBIT. So any kind of meaningful changes in there in the drivers, or is things like they were in Q4 report?
It's very much the same as we had in Q4 report, and you can see like yes, it's the inflationary surroundings that we have, of course. We are affected about the dose business and of course then, but we still then have the same guidance as we had last year.
Yeah. You specifically mentioned the dose dispensing business weakness there, which we saw also in the Q1 figures. And when should we expect that one to start turning towards the better?
Since I said about the long lead times, it's so that we will have most likely a little bit lower figures also in Q2. But then that will be the lowest point, and then we will start to see, due to this private care that we are then focusing on right now.
Yeah. Okay, good. Let's see how the year continues. Thank you, Katarina,
Thank
for
you.
this.